She okay?
Hey y'all, I
Yeah.
had to get off in the restaurant because they had
Cause,
music
cause they
playing.
down there, huh?
So I couldn't even take y'all to eat with me for my mom's birthday.
Ah.
They had music playing in there, and I would have got a copyright strike.
Oh. Yeah. Well, it seemed like you sound a little better.
How y'all doing?
Cause Sean
We
always
had a
telling, he said, I heard from
beautiful
Tony.
dinner.
Mm-hmm.
We had a beautiful
Do
dinner.
we?
We took my mom out to PF Chang, and we
I
sat
know
at the
what I know. You don't never
table
know what to think about that
that
cat.
have the roar in the middle and passed the food around. And it was me and my
Mm.
kids. So it was her kids and her
I know you
grandkids.
do.
We had fun.
You
What
think
y'all
so?
do tonight?
Uh-huh. Yeah, get you a good job, get yourself. Who knows? By that time, your housing might be done come through. Mm-hmm.
Oh. So what's up,
Yeah.
y'all? What's up? Y'all like my hat?
Mm-hmm. I have had a beautiful birthday, and this evening Bridget took me out, and
Oh, that food was
that
so
me and
good,
her were
y'all, at
together
PF
yesterday, and she took
Chang.
me and the other grandkids and all of
Mango
them out this evening.
barbecue is what y'all got to get.
It was nice.
Mango
I think this is the nicest birthday I
barbecue.
done had, and I don't know when.
And we did entree, and it was like
I
11
don't
of
know, but I
us,
turned 79.
and the ticket was
Tony,
only
I turned
$220, and
79.
that was with tier ticket. So
Really?
it was good.
Mm.
Big old piece of chocolate cake. And y'all ain't gonna believe this. The man bought the chocolate cake, y'all.
Is she glad to have
I
you there?
told him to put candles on it. And we sung happy birthday to my mother. And after we
So,
sung
so
happy
she glad
birthday,
you
I
there, huh?
blew the candles out. I don't know what happened, but I literally
Do what you
blew
need to
her
do.
candles out. And everybody said, now was that for you?
Mm-hmm.
After
You
we
sure
got through
don't. I be
singing
talking
happy
about you all
birthday,
the time.
I blew
Down
her
there.
candles out.
I be talking about you all the time at work.
It was like I
Uh-huh.
blacked out. I
I
don't
tell Sean
know.
all the time, I said, this here restaurant would stay clean if Tony was here.
Oh Lord, I have had a good time tonight, y'all. Enjoying my
What
mom's
do you say?
birthday. Took me some leftovers to eat. Oh, Lady Justice, Lady Justice.
Mm,
I researched it. I checked it up. That was a hoax.
mm.
That was a whole hoax. TDJ's
Yeah.
wife is not
I
dead.
know, but one thing about it, the Lord
That was
knows
a
what's best.
hoax. Girl, you had me a nervous wreck.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'm driving. I'm trying to be on Facebook and YouTube. You had me
Get
a
out of here. What's she
nervous
saying, Tony?
wreck. She's not
Mm.
dead. That was a hoax.
I bet she miss you too.
Oh,
Getting along better.
let me get my food. That's my mama on the phone. Mama, get your bag.
Mm-hmm. I
This
know.
is my food.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we
I
went
know.
to. PF Chang.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Been a long time, huh? Sometimes you never know
I
what.
having to box my food up. This ain't mine, this yours.
Ain't that something?
That's my mom's. Mom, this is your food.
Ain't that something? I bet you she.
Where's my food? Mama, here go your food. Mama, here go your food. Where's my food?
Yeah.
Y'all, where my food at?
I know you do. I miss you too, Tony. Because I be asking Shirley, you miss you, Tony? Yeah, I thought you was all right.
I hope I didn't let Lewis take my food home. This car is so long. Oh, Lord.
Oh, they ain't holding firm down, is it?
Oh, here go my food. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Here go my bag. I thought my grandson had my bag. I got to turn off the light and get my phone. Mama, where you getting ready to go?
Who give me shrimp?
Huh?
My shrimp?
What shrimp?
Your house?
You sent some shrimp over my house?
You said you got something you was going to give me.
I thought I sent them shrimp to you.
Them tempura shrimp.
Oh, the tempura.
Yeah, I see you. I told you. Oh, just wait. You finna go somewhere else?
Uh-oh. My bag, y'all. Ooh, it's cold out here. It's cold out here, y'all. Ooh, I'm on my way in the
You
house.
should have done fine when you first got down there. They would have gave you your backpack while you waiting.
Lady Justice, it was a whole host.
You should have found that when you first got there.
TJ's wife is not dead yet. I know I would have heard about that the way I keep up with his
If you did that when you first got there, you
up
found
to
that
date.
back by now. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I am so tired.
Yeah.
Can y'all believe I got just wore out? That's my son. He called and said, I thought you had been failed. I don't know, but I thought you had failed. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm so tired of messing phones. Hello? Tony, let me call you back because I'll drop my phone in this water.
Did it fall in the water? It sure did. You better dry it off. The back of it, you better dry it off.
I tell you the truth.
That'll be another phone. You messed up.
I just don't know.
I need to put it in some rice.
I'm going to dry it off. Why is all that water going in like this?
From the rain, Mama. It's been raining like crazy. Hey, missing you like crazy. Ooh. Ooh. It's just right up in here. Y'all, I'm just getting home from eating out with my mom. And I'm just gonna hang out with y'all for a minute. Show y'all my outfit, what I wore.
Henry sent me a cash out to your phone. Did you see it?
How much was the cash out?
$100.
Oh, my
Can
mom
you
is
believe
getting
it?
kicked down for her birthday, y'all.
Cash
People
out.
sending her cash apps.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody cashed me out yet.
Cause he asked me, I said, you ain't sending for my birthday, he said.
I got a cup. I got this for my birthday. Isn't that nice?
It's
Isn't that pretty?
$97. This is cash out right here.
I got
I can't get it because I ain't got no cash out.
for my birthday
You got it, Bridget.
from my mom.
I can't believe you sent me $100 cash out. Let me put on that
I
page.
got another card
Hey.
for my birthday. And this is a banner my mom got me. Goes to show I'm a good daughter. We just came from PF Chang taking my mother out. Let me
This
show
cash out
y'all.
failed.
It failed to go through.
That's because I probably put it in one of mine. It said add another card.
That's what it is.
You gotta put a debit card in it. Bridget.
No, I'm gonna just send it to myself from you.
Okay.
I'm missing you. Tell
What you
me
doing that
how
to?
the road turns. Huh?
What you doing that to?
I'm on YouTube. Tell me how the road turns. I'm missing you. I'm gonna make a reel into this. I'm gonna make this out of a reel. Hi, y'all. Whew. I'm tired. That's why I'm acting like this.
You ought to be tired. You've been acting like that since yesterday.
Ooh. I sure have, huh? Yeah, I was so friendly at church yesterday. Let me show y'all my food that I brought. Where's yours at?
I don't know.
I gave you your bag. Look at that. Don't that look good?
Well, mine is looking just like that.
You ain't got as much as I got.
That's mine. You got it.
No, it's not. I got all the steak off of mine.
I'm gonna go put on this house coat. Here my blood sugar is. Put my teeth away for a minute.
We had a good night.
Tony said that's why he called, because he saw you on Facebook.
Oh,
Tony?
oh, before I had to turn it off.
I don't know. You was coming, he saw. That's why he called, because he saw it on Facebook. That's why he noticed my birthday. He sure want to come back to Reno.
So when you say you coming back?
He got to first be able to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So he sure want to come back. So him and Wendy talk. They talk more than they did now than they did before she left.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
What is this now? We're what did you done did in here?
Huh? It what?
What you done did in there now?
Nothing. I just ain't put the furniture back where it's supposed to be since I took my tree up.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna check my vegetables. I'm gonna eat this. Anyway, you can't get my phone to do that Cash App thing, can you? You want me to do it on my
I'm
phone?
gonna do it. This is my mother, y'all. We celebrated her birthday today. Say hi, Mama.
Hello, how are you?
And she one of the best cooks that you can ever come
I
across.
sure cook better than these restaurants. Let me fix my bangs.
She a good cook. Anything you want, she can cook it.
Cook it from scratch.
Homemade cakes, homemade everything. She don't use nothing out the can.
I don't. And you better learn not to cook out of the can either, because things is getting hard and you have to make things from scratch.
You gonna have to learn.
Yeah.
You gonna learn today.
Well, Bridget, I had a very nice time. This is the best birthday I had in a long time.
Did you have a good time?
I had a good time.
With the grandkids and
yes,
stuff?
Grandkids, and I'm finna go home and finish eating my food.
It's hard for her to like somebody else's food because she cooks so good.
No,
Next
right.
time she cook, I am going to go take y'all over her house and let y'all see.
And it don't take me all day to put it together.
Don't take all day.
I thank God for Bridget. She is one of the best daughters, and she took my husband's place, her daddy's place when he died, and I thank God for it.
See, I told y'all it was good. I told y'all ain't got to go dig my mama up nowhere and find her up in the street and stuff to ask her questions about me. She right here and can tell you who I am.
I mean, she's a model all by herself. She don't need nobody to help her.
Because they say I overdo it when I dress. And I don't be dressed up, I just be matching. What'd you say? Thank God, absolutely beautiful. You look amazing. Thank you, Jacqueline. What's that, Paxton?
Is that Jack?
Oh, who's that? Oh, Peyton. Hey, Lady Justice, girl, we looked that up. That's a hoax. It's not true. It's not true. She not dead. T.D. Jake's wife is not dead. That was a hoax, girl. You had me just a nerve. No, who was that told me that? Did you tell me that? Yeah. It's not true. My mom was just telling people what kind of daughter I am. Come and tell them again, Mama.
She is the best daughter. She takes care of me. Matter of fact, her father passed away and she took his place.
I'm a good daughter and sister and mother. Ooh, and she is the best mother. I cannot even imagine what it would be to be without her. Her birthday was today. Mine's was yesterday.
The only thing, she got excited today, and after they sang happy birthday, she blew the candles out. She thought it was her birthday.
Yeah, I blew her candles out. I wasn't even thinking. I don't know what happened. Something just said, blow the candles out. And she said, that was not for you to do. But I blew her candles out. My kids looked at me like, what is wrong with you? That is not your cake. I done blew the candles out before she could even make a wish.
I'm gonna go so I can do my blood.
Oh. Why, you think that cake made your blood sugar go up?
You want some of these shrimp?
Mm-mm.
You 4 of them.
Okay, love you.
Love you too. Talk to you later.
Happy
Do
birthday.
that cash app thing.
Okay.
Don't forget it.
I'll send it to you.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, love you. Oh, make sure Chuck get his medicine. Okay. Do cha 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 cha. I don't know why people be hiding behind them screens and stuff like that. I ain't trying to hide behind no circle on my platform. I want to be on camera. Can y'all tell me why people be hiding behind them screens like that? Don't you think it's better when somebody go live if they be talking to you like I'm talking to you? And then you can really look at me and kind of read me and tell where I'm coming from, if I'm being truthful to you, or if I'm just talking behind a black screen, just saying what I think you want to hear. I would much rather be talking to somebody like this than to be talking behind a black screen. Because then I can kind of feel them out, you know? You can look in a person's eyes and kind of tell if they was, being upright and straight with you. Even though you can't be for sure of anything nowadays. But I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate you, how much I love you, the sisters that got together. What you laughing? Girl, I was trying to dance. Girl, I really thank God for the people that I have met. I was telling some of my church sisters yesterday that the different individuals that I meet on YouTube and that I have met and that have subscribed to me, and how I get a chance to witness to you guys, and in every conversation, something in regards to God come up, and I get a chance to witness to you and try to encourage you and pour off into you, because we living in the day and time of uncertainty. We don't know from one day to the next what's going to be going on in the world. And I've talked about that before, and that's why it's time that we get a personal relationship with God and get on one accord and get all this hate up out of our heart. I know so many of you have seen that movie, The Imitation of Life. And T.D. Jakes was talking about that today, about holding this hatred and all this strife in your heart. He said then when the person leave here, you got to deal with guilt and grief. And it's hard enough to deal with grief, but guilt on top of that, you just on a whole nother level, a whole different level. And once that person is gone for so long, you begin to even forget what what it was about, that you didn't get along with one another about. And then they done left here. You can't tell them how you feel no more, because they can't hear nothing you got to say. So I want to pose this question to you, my brothers and sisters, on today. Would it be so hard if you had some kind of disagreement with somebody or some individual in your family, that you would be the first partaker of it and get that weight off of your shoulders? Because it takes energy. You can't tell me it don't, because I have been there. It takes energy putting off into hating and disliking somebody. Release yourself of all that negative energy, and you have no idea how good you would feel right now. You working with pride, you dealing with pride, and you don't want to take down to make the other person think that they right about something and stuff like that. Regardless, you still ain't gonna change their mind. So why not, whatever made y'all stop speaking or communicating or whatever, get that thing right. Because we grown now. I remember when I was 17, 18 years old and growing up in South Central Los Angeles and just never looking forward to the future of being 57 years old and a grandmother of 7 and stuff like that, and not preparing for that. And now this is the time that I am in, and I just wish I had did a whole lot of things differently. But I thank God that I ain't what I used to be, because I should have been dead and in my grave growing up in South Central Los Angeles, because I was gang banging, doing drugs, some of everything. But you know what? God has brought me this far. And when I look back over my life, ain't nobody worth me hating and disliking that much to take a chance on my life. God don't require us to do nothing but love him and love our neighbors. And the thing about it, if you love your neighbor, everything else is going to fall in place, because love covers a multitude of sin. If you really love a person, things that you see in them that they not doing right, you will not be so quick and easy to find fault in it. But when you don't love a person, it is so quick to find fault in that individual. And then you take somebody else, for instance, and you will look over the exact same thing that this person did, and you will judge them differently. And the thing about it, we got to stop doing that, because we want God to have mercy on us when that day comes, when we stand before the judgment seat. We want to be able to say, Lord, you know what? You know my heart. You know how I was feeling. That ain't how I was feeling. And we want God to have that same mercy and justice for us. But you let our brother or our sister cross us one time, and you be like, you know what? You ain't gonna do me like that no more, and get to side eyeing one another. Well, you should have been side eyeing one another from the jump street, because the Bible say put your trust in no man, put your trust in nobody but God anyway. So you should have been praying with one eye open anyway, and we have to be aware and not let things slip up on us. And when things do come our way, we got to be adults and address that thing and speak on it, and stop sweeping stuff up under the rug, because we can only sweep it up under the rug for so long, and then eventually you're going to start to see a lump form itself from up under there. And guess what? Eventually, all of that dirt gonna start coming out little by little by little by little. And what it's doing is destroying you little by little by little, building that wall that you got up thicker, 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 wider and wider, until you get to a place in your life and in a dark place where you don't even know how to come back out of. It's like you living your life in a maze, just going around trying to find your way out. Then taking a time out and just sitting there and thinking that you all in serenity and all this. Now, no, you confused. We got too many women looking for husbands and looking for somebody to love them. Sisters, we got to first love ourselves, but before we can love somebody else's son. I got a son. Before I can love another woman's son, especially a woman that's then brought him up right, then You got to love yourself, because you can only love him as much as you love yourself. And the thing about it, we got a problem with porn into that other individual. Women, you find hopeless romantics and falling in love so easy. And first of all, God ain't never told us to go and find no man. And I ain't never seen so many women talking about, I'm gonna find me somebody tonight. God said, the Bible said, a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. So that means he's supposed to be coming looking for me, and he's supposed to find me and take me to his family and present me as an offering and let them know that I am his queen. We got too many women, young women, beautiful women. And the thing about it, we have been so fooled by the world to make us think we got to get this fat sucked out our stomachs, get the booties and stuff like that done. I'm 57 years old. Let me tell y'all, young women, one thing. That ain't what make you beautiful. Because after all of that is gone, and you done had all these medical problems getting all this done, and it ain't like you getting it done for your boyfriend or for some man on the street. You probably is, trying to get his attention too. But women nowadays, we got an issue and a problem with doing things to try to impress each other. What's that all about? I ain't going home with you. Why I got to go and lay up on somebody's table to impress you? Who are you? First of all, that I got to risk my life? No. I mean, it's nothing wrong with enhancing your body and yourself if that's what you want to do. And if that's what you got the money to do it. But if you doing it to try to boost your self-esteem, you wasting money. Because you got to first love yourself. And if you're doing it to get a husband, if you do, once y'all get through the reception in a couple of months of marriage, you going to be back at ground zero. Because a man really ain't looking at all of that. Because he don't think you really getting it for him anyway. And that's why you only got to select a few men that pay for that. And that's the men that want you on their arm as arm candy or for you to be a sugar baby. But anybody that's looking at you and taking you home as marriage material, they ain't really taking no women home that done got the BBL job done. Is that what it's called? And I'm not against it, because Lord knows my stomach could be flatter. And look at all that back there. Lord knows. I'm not against it. But I don't have the money for it. I think that I'm fine, just like I am. And women, we got to learn to love ourselves. Sometimes people be like, oh, Bridget, no. Because if I don't look in the mirror and tell myself you are a beautiful person, and you got to be inside and out, because you can be pretty as you want to be on the outside. But you can have the nastiest attitude that make a person don't even want to look at you. And that's why we be wondering, looking at some of these men that be with certain women that we don't think they supposed to be with, and be like, oh, what he doing with her? She must got some money. No, she ain't got no money. She just got good stuff. She just got more sense than what we thinking with, and know how to keep her mouth closed sometimes, because we act like we got to say everything that comes to mind. And now women I'm going to get on you women. I have not. What's going on with Grandma? Oh yeah, last time I heard she had went to the hospital because she was dehydrated. But women, when you start asking God for a husband, fix you first, because he gonna come up in the marriage with some baggage. And especially if he come up in the marriage with an already made family somewhere else and some young kids. No, she's home. They got family issues. What's going on? Yeah, we gonna and we gonna have to start teaching our daughters how to respect these young men. And men, teach your sons how to respect these young women and take their place and stuff like that. We got too many men sitting up at home playing Nintendo while the woman is at work. Well, you know it was gonna be some problems about her money. The woman made money, 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 and you know what? I always wondered why what would happen in that situation when it come to her money. But I just want to empower our women and let you know, whether you know it or believe it or not, you are worth it. You can pay to get any kind of work done, anything done, but how is your heart? These men out here now is looking for somebody that's genuine on the inside. And because they looking for somebody to guide them and love them and let them know you living in a world where I'm going to be by your side to let you know everything is going to be all right. Because our black men, when they leave home, we don't know if they're going to make it back. Not with this world they live in. So the same way these men need to respect these women need to give the same respect to these men and stop trying to take over unless you have to. And men, stay at home and raise your children. You can't go out with the boys all the time. And so, girl, you can't go out with the girls all the time. Especially if you got a husband at home and your friend ain't got nobody at home. And she always trying to keep you away from home. And she know that your husband or your boyfriend don't like it. Now, what kind of friend are you being to me? Knowing that if I pick you, I'm going to be going home to some drama and this is who I got to live with. And I'm driving a wedge between my relationship and my marriage. What kind of friend are you? Step back, look at it, and think about it. I'm telling you what I know. Women, mothers, take some time out with your children. Stop letting them be up in this YouTube and letting this YouTube and these tablets and stuff raise y'all's kids. Did y'all see that 6-year-old kid that killed their teacher? Went home and got the gun and came back? Yes, he did. Yes, he said, I'm finna to handle you. That was so sad. And I think a couple of kids got shot too. That's why our kids are not, we are not safe. Our kids are not even safe going to school. Ain't nothing wrong with praying with your kids before they leave out that house. If your kids go to school, do not let your kids leave out that house without holding their hands praying for them. What, you ashamed to pray in your own home? It couldn't be too early for you to get up. Especially if you got teenager, grab his or make him come up in the room where you at while you laying in the bed. And tell him, hold my hand, let me say a word of prayer with you. I'm telling you, we got to start doing some things that we ain't never had to do no more, because our youngsters is finna to be faced in 2023 with a whole lot of things that they wasn't approached and faced with in 2022. We thought 2022 was something. You watch and see what I tell you. God deals with me in dreams and through people. I mean, I've had out-of-body experiences. God have deal with me deeply, and it's just, and the thing about it, the start of this year, this is just beginning. We ain't seen nothing yet. It's just starting. The plagues and the different kind of sicknesses and viruses and stuff like that that's supposed to sweep through this land. I'm telling you, you watch and see what I tell y'all. Y'all gonna say, you know what? Sis said that. Stop thinking and praying for things to get better. Get you a personal relationship with God. Talk to God like I'm talking to you right now. And get a close walk with him. If you got to set aside a time, even if you in the shower, you ain't doing nothing else but washing up, take that time and just talk to him and give him some time so you can be protected and covered. I'm not saying that things ain't gonna come your way. I'm not saying that you're not gonna go through trials and tribulation, because that's just life. That's just nature. But God gonna give you the strength to get through it, to go through it. He ain't finna to put you through nothing that he know you can't make it through. Every trial and tribulation you go through, you know what that's for? To strengthen you for the next one, because the next one gonna be even harder. Even though you see it, you wasn't gonna be able to make it through the last one. Stop saying what you can't do and just do it. Everything you speak life and death out the tongue. The smallest member in our body, which is the tongue, is the most detrimental. We speak life and we speak death. That's when people ask me how I'm doing. I tell them I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. And today somebody asked me, what do you think highly favored mean? I said, I think that highly favored mean that God thought enough of me to let me see another birthday, for me to still be here, for me to be able to pay my bills and live comfortable, for me not to be sick in my body, and for me to have, a little change in the bank, and me to be, comfortable. And I had to second guess myself and go on Google and look and see what highly favored means. And let me show y'all. Highly favored means to be favored by God with his mercy. The same thing that I told this person it meant. That's what it meant, to be favored by God. And I know I'm favored by God, because I know it's a whole lot of things that I've been involved in LA before I came here, where I should be dead in my grave or in jail. Don't you know it? And then even after I got to Reno and met my ex-husband and the stuff we was doing that carried 25 years. So God has been good to me, over good. Let me read what highly favored means. And then, you know what? The thing about it, God says life and death in the tongue. So if I am doing bad, why I'm going to say, oh, I'm doing so terrible and so bad? Then I'm speaking life into that. And so that's what I'm going to produce. And that's what I'm going to look for all during the day, because I didn't already planted a seed for myself. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't already spoke that into existence, that I was terrible and bad. And the thing about it, if I tell you I'm doing terrible and bad, who are you? What can you do about it? You gonna change? You can't go in my head or my soul or my heart and change how I'm feeling. So I might as well stay positive. Definition for highly favored.
Check out these pictures.
What it means to be highly favored. To be highly favored means that you have been endowed, pursued with grace, compassed with special favor from God, and honored with blessings. And that's how I consider myself. The Lord is with you implies that you enjoy grace that brings God's special presence into your life. And that's what highly favored means. And I know a lot of us have a lot of questions that we need answered by God, and especially women, about situations that they in with their children or with past relationships, and in the type of men that they've had come into their life and stuff like that. And the thing about it, when we have had, say, 2 or 3 relationships and they all go the same way, it's time to step back and take a look at yourself and say, can I be the main factor in this? Is this the kind of man that I'm drawing to me? And why am I drawing this kind of man to me? Is it something that I get off on and I like? Or is it that I done formed a way of life or of accepting this type of behavior from this man? Is this the best I can do? I mean, you just got to know and ask your step back. Hey, Aaliyah. Oh, she home from the family issues, brother. What? Girl, that folks don't care who they steal from nowadays. You can be 120. These young people is not working with hearts now. And I keep telling people when they be like, I can't believe that my child did this or said this and stuff to me. You cannot raise your child today how we was raised when we was kids, because that same rule don't apply anymore. Guess what? We living in a lawless world. There is no laws and no rules for children. Because if you tell them no, the law say you wrong. Thank you, girl. I went out with my mama tonight. Look, I took my sweater off, but I went out with my mom tonight for her birthday. I had this sweater on top. So what we don't teach our children in the home, they won't be taught. And you know what? They gonna go out there and get it from somebody else. And you better be careful who they get it from. Because I'd rather them to get it from me, they teaching, to go out in the street and get it. Because the street is telling them, kill, 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 kill. It's all about you. You the only one that matters. Thank you. Girl, hey. And it's telling them it's cool to be bad. Some of these kids, I done heard kids say that their parents have never embraced them and hugged them. Okay, you got grandkids, and now you got a chance to correct that. Start embracing your kids and your grandkids, showing these kids some love, sitting your kids down every once in a while, your grown kids too. Say, I'm just trying to check in on you. I know you seem like I'm being different. You can tell them seem like I'm being different. And maybe I am, because I said this is what I was going to do in 2023. And even though you grown, I just want to check in on you and see how life is, how life is treating you, what you doing. Instead of everything you hear about your kids, you hearing it from the street. If somebody else, when your child's got an issue, I don't care how grown they is, you really should know first, or second, or third. You shouldn't have to hear it from the street, because we are the adults, they are the children, and we should have a better communication and connection than that. And like I said, stop letting things get so bad till you think they done got so bad till you can't ask for forgiveness, or you can't take down, or your pride won't let you because you wasn't wrong. Evidently, it was a disagreement somewhere. Yeah, you got to. And the thing about it, the reason you got to reel it in somewhere, sis, is because, like the Bible said, to every beginning, there's an ending. So what is the ending going to be if I go on and squash this now and don't let it simmer and let the devil get in the mix of it and get to stirring up in it, and other folks study watering a seed that already been planted, rooting it and grounding it deeper and deeper, and then what's the difference in go on and squash it now instead of waiting 5 and 6 years and just letting that thing grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, and by that time you don't know who's still gonna be here, whether that person gonna still be alive, you gonna be alive, but you didn't walk around carrying that burden all this time, and when you think about it, it really wasn't nothing anyway. And with family, come on, people, just know they are going to lie on you. Some of them are going to be jealous of you. Accept it. Stop thinking because they family, everybody is happy for you and clapping for you. You got the best marriage. I love you. You got the best job. No. The 12 disciples wasn't honest. Judas betrayed Jesus with a kiss, baby, passionately. What you say, Tuesday? Many are pushing God away and really living for the world. And you know what? They pushing him further and further away, and they getting caught up in the world in social media is got our young people so caught up and so out the loop with the real news in the real world with TikTok. I don't even want to name all of them because I don't want them to ban me, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But as long as they can keep them interested in something on here, then they can keep their heads out the game with the real thing that's going on. Because do you know, just Friday, some people I talked to did not even know what was going on in California and everywhere else with the water situation. How could you not know that these cities is going underwater? How could you not know? Negativity all the time. The devil got a bag of Oh my God. If y'all would allow me, if you will. The devil has got a bag. And he got a trick in it. He got a bag. He been carrying around for years, ever since he got kicked out of heaven, because he knew his destination was hell. So it became a competition that he was going to have more souls than God. And that's why God give us a choice to be saved and walk the straight and narrow. And he can make us do it if he want to, but he give us a choice. Because the devil think that in the end he going to have more souls than God. So God then only allowed him to do so much. And he got to ask God and get permission from God anything he go to do to you, me, and anybody else anyway. God have to give him permission. So he running around with a bag of tricks, an old bag that he been having for years on you. Everybody got their own bag that they done had issues and problems with. You got a sex, John got a sex spirit. John got a gambling spirit. John has got a fighting spirit. John has got a drinking problem. John has got a pill problem. Every time, and John get himself straight, try to start going to church, the devil will let you get so far. Or either you start hanging around positive people that's feeding into your life and seem like you becoming a threat to the devil where he gonna lose you. He don't want to lose you because he on his game right now. God's people is the one that's slacking. But that's why you see so much going on and so much destruction around the gang members, the singers and stuff like that, because the devil is working overtime. He ain't sleeping. And so what he gonna do is walk around with his bag. He ain't gonna tempt you with nothing that you ain't got no problem with. All the things that he know that you got a problem with, that's a sin. This is your bag right here with your name on it, Denise. This is my envelope with all my issues in it. He not going to tempt you with the problems I have because he know that don't impress you. He got to come with your bag. And so he'll ask God, can I tempt her? I can show you I can have her to sin against you. Pull out the sex spirit. You shake that off. Don't go for that. Pull out the drinking one. You just starting to get weak and stuff like that. And you be wondering, okay, and then you get some bad news. He pull out something else, a familiar spirit. And all these things that he got in this bag ain't nothing but a bunch of familiar spirits that's laying dormant and things that he know that you will go back to in a time where you get disencouraged and start to lose hope and faith. And that's why God say, hey, hope and faith. We got to believe. We got to have faith and believe even though we don't see it. And if the devil can make us disbelieve God, he know that he got us. God don't want he don't want the devil don't want us to trust God. And just know the devil is not gonna tempt you with something that you have no interest in. And you watch and see. He will come at you with that same temptation, but a different way. He'll never come at you the same way. Cause he wanna catch you off guard in your weakest moments. You be like, I'm gonna just go on and have this one drink, this one thing, this one smoke, whatever you do, because whatever condemns you, I don't know. I'm gonna go on and do this last time and stuff. And what we really doing is sitting up premeditating. Just do it. Instead of talking yourself into doing it. Because when you talk yourself into doing it, you sitting up premeditating it, and you didn't have so much time to think about it and decide whether you was going to do it or not. But a lot of times when we just do things at the spur of the moment, like somebody catch you off guard because they done disrespected you, and you been slipped up on them and gave them a piece of the business. Then you can be like, you know what, Lord, you know I didn't mean to go there. But oh, Karen took me there. Karen took me there. Y'all, but I just want to pour off into y'all and let the young women know you don't need no man that ain't treating you right or respecting you up in your house over you and your children just to say you got a man. I ain't never seen so many women in my life accept a lot that they accept from these men just to say, I got a man. I got a man at home. What about you? Okay, you got a man at home, but what kind of man is he? Is he a man that's going upside your head? Is he a man that's playing Nintendo while you at work all day? What? Impress me. Anytime you gonna throw up in my face, you got one? What he do? Women, stop being so gullible. Stop being so gullible. And when I say that is, you beautiful. You ought to know you beautiful. You know you all of that. I mean, it's good to hear it, but you know you all of that. You confident in who you is, because that man roll up on you and tell you drop one of them one-liners and stuff like that, talking about you must have fell from heaven and you must be my angel, all this old kind of crazy stuff. Now some straight out tell you, B, you gonna be mine. Tell you what you gonna be. A lot of these men nowadays don't court you. And when you go out to eat, half of the time you paying for it, and you, oh my God. Y'all know what gets me? When you got couples that go out together and the woman get a man the money to pay for the food, go in her purse and give him the money, her money to pay for the food, to make it look like he paying for the food too when he with other men. What is that all about? No, if I'm paying for the food, I'm paying for the food. And everybody gonna know I'm paying for the food. That's like y'all with the truth. I just wish and pray that she continue on this journey and move on. And I haven't heard anything else about the test coming back, whether she have cancer or not. But that did something to social media for a while. And then the thing about it, seeing two content creators and one person lose their platform like they did, that they depended on and stuff, you never want to see a person of our color that have made it up struggle and stuff, because we got to admit, he ain't the only one that's never did this. Not by a long shot. He is not. This been done so many times. Think this is the first time the devil done pull something off like this? This ain't no new trick. But he sure is paying for it. And I think long as he get help and stay to himself, he should be through. Women, it's something about, we have such a hard time moving on. And that's simply because we don't know our worth. If you knew your worth, ain't no way in the world you have a hard time moving on like you doing and willing to compromise your comfortability, your comfort zone and your happiness. If you loved yourself and didn't have a problem with yourself, it's no way in the world you would have a problem moving on and being confident. And especially if you the breadwinner in the house already. Okay, if you ain't with me, then that means you don't deserve me. I'm the prize here. What are you bringing to the table? Besides making me feel more insecure than what I already am. I'm talking crazy. Women, it's time for us to check ourselves for what we missing. Because we missing out. We are definitely missing something. It's a box. It's a box going down through there that we ain't checking. It's a box on the application that we ain't checking. Especially if you keep running into the same kind of person. It's a box you ain't checking and some numbers that you ain't adding up. Because once you run into somebody that was so bad and so mentally abusive and mess you up so much the first time, why would you get into something like that all over again? That lets me know something is wrong with you. Why would you even take your kids off into something like that, knowing how it made you feel? Break the cycle. Learn to be okay being alone. And waiting till God send you somebody. I wish I had somebody. 90-Day Fiance. Mess folks up with them sitting up in the bed looking at as a couple, looking at other people and reacting to their channels and stuff like that. Oh, I wish I had somebody like I was. First of all, a lot of us women that's hard and so secure within ourselves, you can't deal with some of these men that's soft. Because you're going to end up disrespecting him and messing him up and being angry and mad because he's soft. And because he ain't cussing you out, calling you out your name. So you're going to just push, poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear, until you turn him into something he was not before he met you. Whole lot of the good girls that want the bad boy. You cannot. Because y'all going to end up in a whole lot of trouble. Get to know who you are, women, in 2023. Make that your goal. Men, too. Women, especially, get to know who you are. Get to know your body, your soul, your mind. Ask yourself questions. Where do I plan on being such and such a time, this time, that time? What do I want to do that's going to make me happy, that I'm not doing for somebody else, that I'm okay with doing alone? Start being okay with doing things alone. You ain't always got to be in no crowd. Why? You ain't got to always be in no group setting. Be okay with getting dressed up and going someplace and sit down and eat a nice meal alone. Get out the drive-thru. That's why the hips is looking like mine and going on. Get out of the drive-thru. Then you want to deal with these hips and all this up here. You want to go have you a little drink, go sit at the bar, and don't be going to the bar to look for somebody to take home. What is that about? Y'all better stay out these cars with everybody. When you know better, you do better. What you say? You got to learn not to respond to everything. Everything don't need a response. And then when they tell you something you don't want to hear, a fight gonna break loose. What you say they make you sick, you just couldn't this day and age. It's a learn they should not take some impatient. See our worthy and all your blessings come. Yeah, all of them will come together. But stop forcing relationships. Stop forcing relationships on these men, women that don't want to be in a relationship. Going out buying your own ring and all this kind of stuff. And buying them cars, doing tax time and stuff like that. Stop spending all y'all money on these men and buying these men a car and all these expensive shoes and spend it on yourself and your kids. You cannot buy a man because it's going to always be another woman out there that's going to be able to give him more than what you can. Forced relationships. And a lot of these men, some of them been raised right until they don't want to hurt your feelings. So when you say I love you, they'll say I love you too, until you just get them in the habit of saying it. And they just saying it when they really don't. Because they don't know what love is. They just know what having sex is. And what feels good to them. Y'all, and a lot of us women know better. We done had a mama, a grandmama, an auntie, somebody, cousin up in the family, then tried to teach us different. But boy, y'all young women think these body jobs is gonna keep a man. It's not. It's not. Because a lot of them will tell you they like it all natural. And then a lot of women, they leave you with your chest and then a hard ball up in your chest with it sitting there and the skin just sagging around it. Or either they say that stuff start leaking down through your legs. Who want to take that chance? I mean, even though I said if you can do it and you can afford to do it, then that's fine with me. God bless you. But we already deal with enough sickness and pain and issues with women. Who want to take a chance on putting their body through something like that? Black woman, you already born naturally curvy. All you got to do is just work it out. They're selling every kind of pad it is to sell nowadays, butt pads, all these kind of pads, and a lot of people that's getting these jobs done, they getting it done to wear little clothes anyway. So if you put on them pads with them little clothes, you gonna get the shape you want. And then y'all can just cash out me that money. What my comments saying? Y'all, once you see your worth, that's when the blessings come, because then you know who you are and whose you are and what you can have, what's promised to you. You begin to know all of that. I know who I am, Bridget, the Prince. I know whose I am, Jesus, the Prince of Peace. And I know what I can have. And if he owned the cattle up on the 1,000 hills, then that means he my daddy. I own it too. It's just a matter of, am I blocking my blessings to get what all belongs to me? You understand what I'm saying? Because we can put our own blessings on hold. God can have a blessing laid up for us, and we can do something and stop our own blessing. And it don't take it from us. It just put it on hold. God tell you to go this way, and you go this way. God tell you to do this, and you do what you want to do. So then the way he told you to go, that's where your blessing was, but you thought you knew more. We got to learn to start hearing the voice of God. And the thing about it, people say, how can I hear the voice of God? How do I know it's the voice of God? For one thing, the devil ain't going to tell you to do nothing that's good or positive. Okay. And anything that is being asked of you to do good, and especially something that don't cost you nothing, that is on God. That's God. Because God has always been on the side of the individual that had less. He never been on the rich man's side. He always have been on the side of the one that have been done unjust. The poor people, the ones that didn't have nothing. So if God tell you to buy somebody groceries that's in front of you and it costs $15, $20, you sitting up with $100 bill in your hand and you buying stuff, do it. And that stuff costs $15. You know what? You got $100 bill. If that's extra money, just try it and see what God won't do. Just try it. It's just like playing the lottery. You taking a chance. It's like playing the slot machines. Every time you put money in, you hoping that them sevens gonna come down. You taking a chance. Take a chance on something like that and see what come out of it. I ain't say you run around doing that now. I said when it comes to your heart to do something or bless somebody and it's within your means to do it and you are able to do it, don't talk yourself out of it. Just do it. And especially if it's heavy on your heart, just do it. And I guarantee you, God gonna show up and show out and gonna let you know I'm the reason. And what you did ain't nothing compared to what I'm finna to do. And he do things out of the ordinary. He don't do things like we think he should do it. That's why he say he a mysterious God. If Houdini told you all his tricks, it wouldn't be no use in going to his shows. God say he a mysterious God. He's a magical God. So if he let you know everything he was going to do and how he was going to do it, then what would be mysterious about him? What would be magical about him? What would be unknowing about him? What would make him so different? If you look back on all the times God then brought you through situations and done things for you, look at it and see how it went down. And you will tell anybody, it didn't go down like I thought it was. I thought it was going to happen this way, bam, 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 bam. But it came like a boomerang a whole different way, girl. Can you believe? And you be asking them, can they believe? Because you don't believe. Girl, can you believe? Oh, you got to sit down for this one. Oh my God, I still can't believe it myself. He just leave you in a state of awe. That's the kind of God I serve. The Oz God. The sovereign God. First, last. Beginning, ending. Wheel in the middle of a wheel. Had my back when I didn't even know he was there. Can't nobody tell me nothing when it comes to the goodness of God and what he won't do. And if he don't do it, it's showing because he ain't able. It's because he choose not to. Because he can see further along the road than I can. And he see further down the road that that's not going to be a good situation for me. So why put me in it for the time being just to satisfy my flesh? You see what I'm saying? I'm praying, asking God for a car with a car note of $500-something a month or a Maybach or something like that. And I got this good job now that's paying me thousands of dollars a week. But he can see further down the road that that's not going to last. And I still got 2 more years on this car. How am I going to pay it? What other kind of job am I going to get to make up for that kind of job? Paying that kind of money. See, God looks out for our future. But you know, we're going to continue this. I've been on here for a long time, and I just enjoy talking to y'all tonight. I should have had Facebook on too. But I'm going to talk to them tomorrow. But it'll probably be, today is Tuesday. Yeah, it'll be tomorrow. I'll come back on tomorrow and we gonna talk some more, have girl talk. I hope y'all enjoyed me and just pray for me as I pray for y'all. Aaliyah, I enjoyed you. And y'all chime in. Like Aaliyah do chime in and ask some questions. And let's talk about it. Jacqueline, I enjoyed you, girl. Lady Justice, I enjoyed you, and everybody that's in the bushes. Y'all know I love y'all too. You know I do. Bridget got that love for y'all too. And please don't forget to push like and share. Please, please, please. That's all I ask of y'all is to push like and share. I love you guys. And let's talk about it again tomorrow. I got some more stuff I need to talk about with y'all. I love you guys. You've been beautiful. Love you, ladies, gentlemen.